We would like to express that the opinions, views, comments, and suggestions of the host in this program are purely their own and do not reflect those of Pinoy Radio. Emanating from MCBN Broadcast Center, you're all Filipino radio. PinoyRadio.com. PinoyRadio.com. This year, we'll never get short of surprises. In fact, we step up the game. Hashtag Level Up Goals. The finest hits, outstanding shows, remarkable events. Media Cancer Broadcasting Network Incorporated. This is PinoyRadio.com. Pinoy Radio. Love it! Maluwag naming inihatid ang palatuntunang Pinoy Dreams. Palatuntunang tumatalakay at nagsusulong ng mga karapatan ng mga manggagawang Pilipino sa bansang Canada at maging sa ibang panig ng mundo. Pinoy Dreams. Ito'y bumubuo ng mga manggagawang responsable, edukado at di mapag-imbot. Higit sa lahat, tumutulong sa pagpapalakas at pagpapalago ng ekonomiya ng bansang Canada. Pinoy Dreams. Programang nagbibigay ng malawak na kaalaman, nagpapalakas at nag-aangat ng mga samahan ng mga migrant workers at caregivers. Samahan tuwing linggo si Judith Gonzalez at ang kanyang mga kaibigan. 2 oras ng palatuntunan para sa bawat Pilipinong may pangarap sa kanyang sarili, sa kanyang pamilya at sa kanyang bansang pinaglilingkuran. Pinoy Dreams. Every Sunday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Welcome to Pinoy Dreams. It's Judith Gonzalez once again. A live talk show that advocates, empowers, and of course, entertains. Happy Victoria Day, everyone. Happy Victoria Day weekend. And for those who are traveling to Ottawa and Montreal, be careful. The road is a little slippery. It's raining out there, outside. Medyo malamig ng konti. Thank you for that one-day summertime on Thursday. 33 degrees last time. So we're back to 14. Just 11 right now. So 11 here in Toronto. And of course, Ms. Annalyn Aryo is not with us and she's resting right now. Happy listening to Ms. Annalyn Aryo and to all our fans around the world. Good morning, Philippines. Good afternoon, Canada. And good noon, good evening to other parts of the world. And of course, I have with me here our co-host, the one that will always bring us the tech tips, our technical guy, Mr. Z.
Kasim.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pinoy Radio, and good morning to Philippines. And happy long weekend. I know it's a long weekend, and we were expecting the weather's going to be good. But it looks like we're back into the winter season.
Well, Victoria Day is always like this. It's raining.
And there's going to be fireworks coming.
Fireworks tonight?
Tonight or tomorrow.
Is it tonight?
Yeah,
Tomorrow. Tomorrow is the major fireworks for Victoria. What is Victoria Day anyway, Ryan? DJ Ryan? What is Victoria Day? Why do we celebrate Victoria Day?
I don't know. Actually, all parts of Canada celebrate. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's Victoria. It's something to do with Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria.
How, is it connected with
Queen Victoria's birthday.
The British.
But in Montreal, there's a big mascot there. I mean,
Yes.
what is that? Is it connected?
I think so. It's all about Victoria. And I even one I had a listener from Alberta, and they say, "What is Victoria Day?" They don't even know what is Victoria Day. It's a national holiday, right? But people from Victoria, especially those that are in the caregiving job, they don't know Victoria Day.
Is it Victory Day or?
It's Victoria. Well, before that, I would like to say happy birthday to my niece, Riza de la Cruz, my cousin, Arnold Carpus, and happy anniversary to Joy and Gerard Sequeira, and also to Arnold and my cousin Rachel. And then, of course, happy birthday to Shanine. Ayan, I will be going to Shanine's party tonight after the radio. Happy birthday, Shanine. You're already 10 years old. And of course, happy listening to Annalyn Aryo, to Cheryl, Ate Sherry Laxton right now. And I would just like to say, get well soon, my brother, who is currently in the hospital in the Philippines. I hope you get well and that we know what's going on by the CT scan that you have done the last few days. See what is in store for us today. We will have questions too outside. It's again a caregiving thing. Call us at 647-9 558820, or you can watch us live on Facebook, www.pinoyradio.com. So, before we proceed with our tech tips, let's discuss, before we go to tech tips, let's discuss this. Easy Connect. What is an Easy Connect Solutions?
Well, it's a technology shop, one-stop shop for your technology needs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we pretty much provide a lot of services like home phone, internet, and then long-distance plans too. And then if you guys are going to Philippines, we have a new system called Chat SIM. So you can get the SIM card, you can go on roaming data, and it's only for texting for Facebook and WhatsApp. So you don't need to go down to Globe and Smart to get the SIM card. You can
Really?
Yeah, you can get
Oh, so okay, that's a new thing for the Philippines. My listeners from the Philippines, is a
Yeah.
new thing for you. You can just download what it is.
No, it's a SIM card. It's a physical SIM card.
Physical SIM card.
You put it in your phone,
Uh-huh.
and then you have roaming data for WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger.
They can get it from the Philippines or from
No,
here?
from
From
here. Has to
here.
be
So all you have to
authorized.
do is to put the SIM card in on your cell phone. Then
Yes.
when you're in the Philippines, you can use it.
You can use it anywhere
It's
in the
like
world.
internet connection, but the only thing is you are only connected with a Facebook and
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Oh,
WhatsApp
so it's
can use for
one
calls
way
too.
of.
No, just
I
for
don't know.
texting. Just for
Just
texting.
Oh, texting.
texting.
Yeah.
But at least it's free.
Yeah.
How
So
about the Facebook? You can use it for call.
Facebook Messenger? But if you want to,
Messenger.
If you want to do calling and everything, you have to reload the credits.
That would be good for those who are going back in the Philippines
I mean-
instead of getting the Globe or Smart.
Yeah, even if you have kids here that want to do texting only, that's a good plan for them. It's an international roaming data.
But Fido does offer the free texting to international.
No, but you have to get a plan. This is a 1 year.
Oh,
It's a 1 year,
okay.
one-time cost, $50 a year, and it's one time $50, and you get a whole year activation.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah, and so if you go back there too, then you can use
Anywhere-
that
anywhere
anywhere
in
in
the
the world. How's well, it's texting, so there's no connection.
Is this like prepaid or subscription?
prepaid.
Prepaid.
Once
Prepaid.
a year. Yeah.
Once a year.
So first
50
year is $50, and the second year is $20 for renewal.
What is that? What's the name of that?
It's called Chat SIM.
Chat
SIM.
SIM.
Yeah, I'll
Chat
actually
SIM.
put it on the website.
And it's available in your store.
Yes, because I'm
Char
the
SIM.
dealer for
Unlimited roaming data for chat applications.
$50. How
$50
much is that
per
in
year.
peso?
That's 1,500. That's
Like
2,000
Yeah,
pesos
2,000
for a
pesos
year.
For a year.
20. It's 200 a month.
Yeah, if it's your Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
But it's only for texting.
Pesos.
Yeah, it's only
Mhm.
for Facebook. So you can do BlackBerry Messenger, WhatsApp. You can do
Mhm.
Facebook Messenger, and then anything with even the line, the Chinese texting too. You can do that too.
so it's only for Messenger.
For Messenger.
But you
services.
cannot browse your Facebook
No,
like you can
no,
see
no,
anything.
no.
Oh,
Just for
okay.
texting.
Which is pretty good because, for example, you're leaving out a country and need something to communicate with the people.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. Why not for 50 and,
Yeah.
is that transferable?
Yeah, you can skip.
Like for instance, if there's a 5 from the family, you can give it to him after, after you use it. Okay, you're going to the Philippines, I use this. Then you're saving at least $300 or $600 pesos actually. Pesos when you get to the airport, because most of us would pay 600 pesos to get the line to connect and talk with the
so
families.
so the way this company works is he has partners with other companies, like sub partners. So they're sub partners with roaming. So you pay
Ah.
once and you don't pay anything after that. There's no data
Mhm.
limit. You just text as much as you want.
So that's new application. Again, caregivers are going to the Philippines or stay here and you would like to do it with your children back in the Philippines without the plans, you can get the Char SIM, unlimited roaming data for chat applications. Ayan. So it's a new one. It's a new thing. Okay. What else does Easy Connect Solutions do?
So we have a Pinoy Festa coming up next month, actually. So we have a lot of things coming up soon there.
Mhm.
But we're giving a lot of promotions, especially for the Filipino community.
Mhm.
So for the internet service, we'll be providing free activation. And I think I spoke to the company. They're going to be giving free long distance cards too.
Oh.
So there's a lot of things I'm working on right
So
now.
how much is your internet?
Well, based on the geographic location and the availability,
It
we can do
depends.
$50 a month, or you can do $35 a month, depending what.
How is the
There's
internet
no It's
connection?
amazing. It's Bell and Rogers.
Uh-huh.
The back end is Bell and Rogers.
Back end is
There's no
Bell under.
contract. There's no credit check. It's all, you just pay month to month and you're good to go.
So there's no contract.
There's no contract. No.
Oh, that's good.
The service is like, you know how we have newcomers coming in, they don't have no credit, so they have hard time getting Bell or Rogers.
Uh-huh.
So we help them with that type of service.
Okay, so it's internet. What's the name of the internet?
It's called Ultima.
Ultima Telecom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's a company that provides the subcontract with Bell and Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
So the back end technician is Bell and Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what.
So and you can get it from your Easy Connect
Yeah,
Solutions.
these are I'm the providers for different
Uh-huh.
different services.
Mm-hmm.
So we also have Chatter. Chatter is like a cell phone company.
Mhm.
No contract, no nothing. So you just come in, we set you up with the number, and you
So
just
if you're
get
tourists and if you're gonna stay for probably 6 months here, it's
6 months here,
probably
yeah.
the best one for you to have the
Chatter.
Chatter.
Yeah.
But I have a question. Is that only for cell phone? I mean, if your cell phone are subscribed to Rogers, you cannot insert the SIM card there, right?
For Chatter,
Yeah.
you can put a Chatter SIM card.
Oh,
As,
okay.
as long as it's open.
Well, even if the phone is not open, Rogers and Chatter, they're partners.
How about you, my phone is in the Philippines, but it's open line.
Yeah.
I can still use it here.
The chat SIM,
Yeah.
you can use a chat SIM here.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So you can use the phone anywhere.
Oh.
So the good thing about Chatter, it's a universal frequency. It's not like Freedom, like Wind. Wind
Mhm.
is 2100, 1700 frequency. So not all phones work here in Canada with Wind.
Mm-hmm.
So certain phones work with Wind. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but Chatter can work anything,
Chatter
any
so the-
phone, any
yeah,
kind of
so
phone.
the coverage for Chatter is from all the way from the Niagara Falls borderline to like Oshawa and all around Canada too. It's
all
pretty
around
good.
Canada for Chatter. Uh-huh. And how much is the
Chatter plans
plans?
right now we have a promotion. It's $40. You get 2 gigs of data unlimited, and there's no restriction on data. So 2 gigabytes you get unlimited, and it's going to slow down, but still be unlimited internet on the phone,
What does that mean?
like data.
After 2 gig, if you're using Facebook, blah 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 blah, it would reach 2 gig.
Yeah,
It will go slow after 2 gig.
Mhm.
Right?
it's going to slow down.
Yeah, slow
The
down.
slow down.
But
Like
you
they
just-
slow down the connection. Like
Yeah.
so slow now.
But it's still, but
Still-
still,
But
you
still,
still
you're still
have,
unlimited.
you're still unlimited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So does a person, how much data does a person use? A regular, a normal person, not a business person.
Well,
Just a normal
average
listener.
user, like, I mean, depending if it's kids, they use more data, right?
Mhm.
Because they're on Facebook, YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
so they're gonna run out of data fast. If it's average user doing texting and just calling, it's not much. 2 gigs is more than enough. I use 2 gigs at least a month. That's it. I don't. Even though I'm a techie, I can do
Mhm.
more, but I only do 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that much surfing or on Facebook, so
Yes.
it's based on it's individually based on person to person, right?
Yes. Well, I do a lot of internet browsing. I talk to my students and around the world.
Yeah.
So I need to have an unlimited data
Mhm.
for the phone. Anyway, so besides those three services that you're providing, what else is unique with Easy Connect?
Well, see, what we do is we actually help customers save money end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get a customer in my store, I ask them how much you're paying for TV, how much you're paying for internet, how much you're paying for cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Then I do a calculation for them. I said, this is how much you're paying, and this is what I can offer you to save the money end of the month. So our more
Oh.
concentration is on helping customers save.
Savings.
Yeah, savings.
Okay, so what is the maximum savings a customer can get
So
from Easy Connect?
So most of my customers, they're spending about $300-400 on TV services, internet, and cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I bring them down to about 150 to 100 bucks,
50% off.
almost 50%.
For one person.
Depending on the situation and what system they're, and if they have a contract, I try to help them how to go through the contract to save more money through like that. So
Mhm.
I have to base it on customer to customer.
Oh,
not a
it
general-
depends
it depends,
on, for instance, a person has a contract with
Yeah.
that company, and most of the time, if you break the contract, you
Yeah.
have to pay the
Yeah,
phone,
pay the
right?
penalty and all that.
Mhm.
So-
And I hate that.
Yeah, say for example, you're spending about
I don't like it. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say I hate. Okay, on live on air, I don't like it.
Yeah, so for example, you're paying $500, and I ask you the same question. You go, TV, you're paying 150. You're paying internet for almost $100, and then you're paying for phone almost $200. Then I do the whole calculation and say, okay, well, how can I save you the money somewhere? Even if I can't help you with the TV, at least I can help you with the phone and the internet. So there's other ways we can help.
Well, yeah, it's a savings of 150 is another bill to
Yeah,
pay. It
yeah.
could be your food for a week, right?
Exactly.
It could be your TTC for a month.
Yeah.
So come to think of it, if you are paying, for instance, right now, and an internet and on your phone about 200, hey, a $50 savings
Yeah.
would mean a lot.
I have one customer. They're three in a family, and they're with Bell Canada, and they're paying $500 for cell phones only.
For
For cell
for the
phones
entire
Yeah, for
like
all three people.
for 3 people.
So I told them I can give you same service, unlimited data for $150.
All of them.
All of them.
So it's 50
50 per
per
person.
person.
So see the saving? That's a lot of saving.
Yeah, I have to. I'm not. I'm not in a contract, so
Yeah.
I could try it, right? And I have 2 business phones, so I could try. I'm paying for my business at the same time for my personal phone about 300 to 400.
Wow.
Or probably I could make it 150.
Yeah, because
But-
the plan I can offer you, we have one that's $55. It's 6 gigabytes of data.
6
and
gigabytes.
6 gigabytes and unlimited.
But with the callings,
Unlimited calling.
Unlimited
Canada international texting.
60
$55.60, yeah.
for 6 gigs.
For 6 gigs, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. And
Pretty.
And the signal's Rogers and Fido, so you're pretty much covered.
So today is the episode of Savings and Pinoy Dreams. We're talking about technology. I'm so bad at technology, but I'm understanding a lot. And hey, if you are saving, if I can save $200 in a month, that would be a good deal for me. It could go to someone else, help children. It could go to non-profit organization. It could go, it could go to your own bill, to your own savings. RRSP.
Yeah, even parents come to me, they're saying they have to get plans for the kids for calling and texting. So they're almost paying about $40-50 for that anyways. So why don't you just get the chat sim once a year, $50? Kids can text each other for unlimited as much as they want. There's no additional cost. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, it's Easy Connect Solutions located at 1158 sorry 1158 Warden Avenue, and call for 16916-4400. Again, it's Easy Connect Solutions. Before we go to our tech tips, it's 4:30, so I think it's time for a break. We'll pause for a break.
Ang palatuntunang Pinoy Dreams ay magbabalik makalipas lamang ng ilang paggunita. Kabayan, huwag bibitiw. Maaantig ang inyong mga damdamin sa kanyang tinig.
Bakit di na lang tutuhanin ang lahat?
Mabighani sa pakikinig sa kanyang mga
Ang
himig.
kulang na lang ay maamin mo na rin. Nasa puso't damdamin, ako ay mahal mo rin. Stay with me.
Join Carol Banawa in her much-anticipated engagement for 2017. For tickets and sponsorship, call Tatsky Promotions at 647-708-1472 or Pinoy Radio Toronto at 905-781-6165.
Are you newly engaged or planning a wedding? Then let us help plan your special events with professional, experienced team of entertainers. Beats Media and DJ Services Toronto offers elegant, high-energy, balanced production of sound with club-style live show, guest interaction, and event coordination. Beats Media and DJ Services, your ultimate party experience, provides a high quality of specialized services such as corporate functions, birthdays, anniversaries, fashion shows, and more at affordable budget. Call us now at 905-781-6165. Let us know about your event and we'll make it happen. To obtain a quote and other inquiries, email us at beatsmediadj@gmail.com today.
Narito na ang mas pinalakas, mas pinatatag na mga programang sa inyo tuwing linggo sa Pinoy Radio. PinoyRadio.com. Supercharged Weekend Shows. Sunday, Halo-Halo Special. Alas 12 ng tanghali. Property Talk with Giselle Mirasol. 1 hanggang alas 2. Thumbs Up with Junior Champs. Alas 3. Money Matters at iba pa. Alas 4. Pinoy Dreams. Alas 5 hanggang alas 7 ng gabi. Kuya Kuis. Alas 7. Pinoy Radio Center Stage. At pag alas 8 hanggang alas 8:30. OPM Waves. Alas 8:30 hanggang alas 9. Mga alon ng ating buhay. Mga piling palatuntunang angkop sa iyong kabayan. Musika, balita at impormasyon. Sunday, Halo-Halo Special Program Lineup sa Pinoy Radio.
Saan man mapunta, hinahanap-hanap kita. Nais ko ay marinig, ganda ng iyong tinig. Mula noon hanggang ngayon, lumipas man ang panahon, puso'y di magbabago, ikaw lang aawitin ko. I love Filipino music, Pinoy Radio. I love Filipino music, Pinoy Radio. I love Filipino music, Pinoy Radio. I love Filipino music, Pinoy Radio.
At muli nating balikan si Binibining Judith Gonzalez at ang kanyang mga kaibigan sa Pinoy Dreams. Sa inyo na.
Welcome back to Pinoy Dreams. Before that, I would just like to say thank you to Professional Career International for local and international student placement to Canada. Proven results, Miss Judith Gonzalez, Professional Career International, 416-317-0967 or 647-679-1051 for more informations or detailed informations about coming to Canada or getting a degree in Canada. It's Professional Career International. Ayan. So before that, before anything else, I would just like to thank you to a lot of people who has been sending us messages in Pinoy Dreams, particularly those who have been following us. Like us on Facebook, Pinoy Dreams, a live talk show that advocates for your cases, empowers and of course entertains. And if you have questions about caregiving, about temporary foreign workers, about anything related to you, please call us at 647-955-8820, and at the end of the month we would invite or encourage questions for our tech tips portion. If you have an issue with your phone, hey, it's the time, it's free. Otherwise, if you go to a store, then you get charged to ask for the questions or to look at your phone. Anyways, let's go back to Z and let us know what is his tech tips for today.
Okay, thanks, Judy. So last week we were supposed to cover some of the tech tips, but we ran out of time because of Mother's Day. So today we're going to be concentrating on basic cell phone knowledge, right? I'm not going to go too much in technical. I'm just going to give you basic foundations. So I'm going to give you tips for smart cell phone use. What I mean to say, example, cell phone nowadays are you can do everything on a cell phone. You can do web browsing, you can take pictures, you can talk, and you can do all the WordPress, editing and all that. So there's some foundations, there's some rules you have to follow to avoid getting into any trouble. So I'm going to be sharing some tips where it's going to help you be more. It's going to help you be careful what you use and be more constructive and being safe with the cell phones, right? So the first topic I'm going to share is going to be share with care. What I mean by saying that is like when you're taking pictures from your phone, just be careful where you share them. You don't want to share them in a wrong place where they're going to be tracked or somebody's going to come after you or stalk you or try to investigate who you are, right? So basically, when you post your pictures on unknown sites or unknown places, you're putting your reputation at stake.
How is
Example-
that?
Example.
How? What's the example?
Example would be like you take a picture that you're not thinking that it's gonna be effective for you down the road. You put it on Facebook. You think it's a joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then later down the road, you're applying for a job, and then the employers, what they do now, they look at Facebook and those multimedia sites to see what your character is and what your personality is. So if they come across that picture, they're gonna say, okay, this person, he's not serious about life. He's just always joking around, stuff like that. So you got to be careful. Nowadays, due to technology, you got to be careful what you share on Facebook, LinkedIn, and all the social media websites.
Because it will affect
It will
later.
affect
Be
your-
very share with care. That's
Share
a good
with-
tip. Share with care. Everything about you. You know, when it also affects your personality. People can read your personality by the way you post.
Exactly.
What are you post in social media? It's just like telling people this is me, and be careful.
You're just taking a selfie in the washer. What is that? What does that represent?
Yeah, exactly. Taking yourself. That's something. You know, people. You're telling something to people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, your reputation it's on stake, right? So you got to be careful about your reputation. So the next one is phones are personal. So, like for example, bank cards and your credit cards are personal, attached to you. So the phone is attached to you too. So you
What?
don't want like your cell phone.
Uh-huh.
That's your personal phone. You're not gonna let me use your phone for whatever reason, right?
Uh-huh.
Because you have your personal information on there. You have your personal access codes or whatever you have on there. So you're not gonna give it to me. Then, if you give me your phone, I'm gonna take all your information and do whatever I would need to do with it, like identity theft.
Well, if I give it to someone that's not techie, then he doesn't understand the phone, right?
Well, I mean,
It's still privacy.
Privacy.
It's still privacy. So you know, you can trust. You can't trust anyone.
Basically, they can impersonate your phone, impersonate yourself too, right? So they can take your credit card numbers, they can take your IDs, and then become who you are.
Why would have a credit card and a credit card on your cell
No,
phone?
a lot of my customers, they put all this information on their phones. Like say when you go to like banking website, they have the password saved. So when you don't have to put the password every time. You launch the application, you click connect and go. That's it. That's
Good thing I don't have that.
That's number one. If you're gonna have all your sensitive information on your phone, make sure you have a password on your phone, like a fingerprint, or you can have a PIN number, or just protect your phone from that.
I have my PIN number and I have a fingerprint.
That's
It's
good.
a lot. I forget a lot, so I use my fingerprint.
Yeah. Nowadays, what they're coming out with, it's called eye scanning. So it's called when
Eyes? You use eyes?
you use eyes now. So face
Like
and,
this?
Yeah, face
Like
and,
this?
No. So
What?
when you look in the camera, it's gonna recognize your face and your eyes. And it's gonna
Oh.
unlock the phone.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh.
new feature that they're coming out.
Especially
with.
while you're reading,
Yeah.
you can recognize if you're going down, so it will automatically scroll down.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. These are the new features coming up in the technology.
Wow. That's a lot of
Yeah, this rule that applies for computers too. If you have a computer, you don't want to leave your password under the computer, because anybody can log into your computer, get all the access and get all the information. Your computer has to be locked when you leave your office, so nobody sees your information while you're working on. Like example, your office, right? When you leave your office, make sure you lock your computer.
I don't lock my computer. Like a password?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So
Even-
you don't want anybody else, like say for example you have a customer in the office, you don't want anybody else coming in the office and reading what's on the screen.
That's the problem. That's my problem. Though my laptop. I have 2 laptops. I send it to. I ask Annalyn to borrow my laptop and say, Ate Judith, I can take all your information because it's all open. It's all open, and it's. I think when you don't close the laptops, like the windows, it's also slowing down. That's it.
I mean that's a separate part, but I'm talking about privacy and security.
Privacy and
right?
security. Okay.
So you want to protect your information as much as you can. Like when we're working at the hospital, they tell us patient information that you have to be confidential. So when we're working on a computer, we have to make sure the computer is gone, deleted, or locked before we left the office, because we don't want any patient information getting leaked out or stuff like that. Even in banking too, right? If you've probably seen when you're at teller, when she does something on a transaction with you, she locks her computer before she steps out to give you the money or do something. That's privacy.
That's
Because
privacy.
we don't want any others looking at your customer's information, the account number or whatever. So that's all it takes in mind.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If like laptops or cell phones, you said that the privacy is very important, right? But you need to upgrade your phone or your laptop, or to be fixed by somebody who's very professional in fixing computers.
Yeah.
How will you protect your privacy if the person wants your laptop or your cell phone to leave on their store?
See, the thing is, like, if you're a professional, we have our code of conducts too, right? We have to respect the privacy confidentiality too. So when I get customers' cell phones for repair, I tell them, look, we don't need to steal your information. We're here to do our job. We're just gonna fix a problem, and then that's it. Rest is if you give us we get the customer to sign the paperwork too. So everything's done, signed, and consented. So we don't do anything that's out of the customers,
That's easy connect.
Yeah.
That's easy. Connect.
I've seen stories on Facebook and in the US where there's a lot of stores customers go to, and then those stores they take the customer's information and they sell it.
Huh?
Like, say for example, you go to a computer store in US, and then those employees, they take the information and then they sell it to somebody else for money.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's database. That's database, isn't it? It's
No.
information.
Yeah,
It's your
that's
information
information,
in
sure.
the company.
Yeah.
So that's their database.
No. Like, you take your laptop to a cell phone, like computer store, and then if they don't have if they're kind of, depending how they are, like if they have the code of conduct, they're gonna follow. If they don't, then they sometimes steal the information. So you gotta be careful where you go.
Where
It's
you
like in the
going?
Philippines, right? Even it's the cell phones or laptops, if they knew that there's a video there
Yeah.
that's very interesting, they're gonna sell it for
Yeah.
big amount
Exactly.
because it's in the Philippines
Yeah, the
scandals or anything,
scandals.
right?
And especially if you're a personality.
Yeah,
if you're a personality, it's a big
happens.
money for them, right?
Yeah.
Because they can say, "Hey, I have your video there.
Yeah.
Pay me so that I wouldn't give it out."
That's coming to my next topic too. It's a good thing you mentioned that. So it's called sexting. SEXTING. So what that means is, say for example, kids send like nasty pictures to each other. Those pictures can end up anywhere on the web because we don't know what's everybody's intention. So that can be again that person.
Even if it's privately texting, it's gonna be. Even if it's like you're texting privately, you exchange text privately. How are other people gonna access
No,
that?
but say for example, you get into a fight with your friend.
Oh,
And
okay.
if he wants to take
Only
revenge,
when.
if he wants to get revenge of you, then he's gonna send that picture to somebody else to.
Then
make
it becomes viral.
So
Put it to Facebook.
Yeah, so basically that's called. If you go into that type of situation, it's called considered, distribution and possession of child pornography, and it's a serious crime, right?
Yeah, it's a serious crime.
It's a serious crime.
And then they can be subject to jokes, bullying, blackmailing, expulsion from school. They can be expelled from school.
From school.
And then, or if it's somebody who's working, they can lose their job.
Yes, and if they are around 14, 15, 16, 17, they already close to adult, right? And when they become 19 and they apply for a job and they saw that.
And then pictures can be circulating anywhere because, say for example, you put it on WhatsApp and you forgot that you put it on there. Somebody's gonna take it from there and just recirculate it. So that's why you gotta be careful with your personal information, your pictures. Just be careful where you post and where you post.
Even the words, even just using the words. My daughter, who was on policing every summer, she told me that there is from their group of about 60 students who was chosen to be to do volunteer works for policing. There's one who would like to do a police or as RCMP or a police foundation as the entry level, and she was crying because she cannot get in because in her previous life, probably 2 or 3 years, she was hanging with addicts, with the people. The words being posted on social media was taken against her
Yep.
by the police authorities. So she was really she regretted because she doesn't know. Like, so just again, it's the care share. What
Yep.
is it? Care share.
Share with care.
Share with care. That just be careful of what you're saying.
Yep.
Again, it could be, it could ruin your future, and be careful of what you're posting because it could affect your reputation as well.
One example I'm going to give you, like a lot of people go to parties, wedding parties, and they're making live videos, and then people are getting drunk and they're fighting. So all those things can affect you down the road. You might think it's a joke, but later on it can affect you big time.
So be very careful,
Yeah.
and especially to those who are this is a very good typical example for caregivers. Okay, if you are fighting with friends or your boyfriends or your families, okay, don't put it on Facebook, especially if you are looking for employer normally check up
Yep.
on Facebook, and when they see what you're posted, oh, you can't be trusted. You can't be you can't be trusted. Here, you employers are very private, right? That's the family. You are getting inside their private homes,
Exactly.
and then when you get there and they see when she gets mad, she posted everything, whatever she says, whatever she do. So if we fight, if there's a miscommunications or conflict between us, then this caregiver could post something nasty about us.
Yep.
So that could be your minus point
Exactly.
into being hired, right? So be very, very careful, and that is often the case.
And then the other thing is when you're applying for employment, each employer asks you to sign a paper saying release of information. So that means they can go check about anywhere because you give them the permission to check on Facebook, bank, or credit, whatever. So you gotta be careful, like I said.
Well, even if you, whatever, deep, like if they do a deep investigation, but even with the basics,
Yeah.
even with the basics, just browsing your name, trying to find your name, and they find out that you were not good in holding your emotions, controlling your emotions. That is
I
one.
thought there's a rule in if before you being employed in a certain, like McDonald's, right? Because you're not allowed to post on Facebook or any multimedia websites regarding or about McDonald's.
McDonald's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you cannot.
No.
You cannot.
That's a corporate law, right?
Ayan, my cousin from the Philippines, Romel Gonzalez, is sharing my video. So, hi, Romel.
Did you create this? Rosalie in Car Guest, and also Eileen Tweed of Victoria, British Columbia. Yeah.
Hi, people. Hi, fans. Hi, listeners out there. And I hope you're enjoying the tech tips that we're doing right now. By the way, those are out of town caregivers. How can they avail EasyConnect services? Can you provide? No, may not.
Yeah, we can provide it. Yeah, we can,
Even if they are in Alberta, even
Yeah.
if in their BC.
yeah, we can
How
help them.
you
we
can?
can if they call us, we can help them do all the registration on the phone, and they can send us the payment through e-transfer, and then we can send them the thing by mail. It's no problem.
Okay, so reassess your bill.
Yes.
Okay, if you have a phone and you're paying phone bills and internet for about more than $100 or $200, maybe it's time for you to
Reevaluate,
to change
Yep.
your account if you're gonna be paying probably 105 with internet and cell phones.
Yeah.
Why not?
Exactly.
Because 35 and 55, so plus tax, it could be 115,
Yeah, exactly,
right?
yeah.
And for phone and for your internet.
Yeah.
So,
So Chatter is across Canada.
Across Canada,
So
so
it's
Chatter.
nationwide. So if I help you set up here, you can go pay your bill anywhere.
what about Ultima?
Ultima's
International,
national too.
nationwide
Yes,
as well.
yes.
So yeah, you can. These are not the very well known companies such as Rogers and Fido. But hey, if you can, but again, the back end is the provider is
Ultima.
Rogers and
Yeah,
Bell.
Bell,
So there's nothing different.
Yes.
There's
I think Chatter, we have a call center of Chatter in the Philippines.
in the
Philippines,
Philippines too.
yes.
Yeah.
Fido too.
And Cebu.
Mhm.
There's a Cebu,
So call
Zibo.
Z.
Yeah.
Call Z.
Yeah.
I have a question
Yeah.
about the $50 or 40 for the texting?
35.
No, for texting where you're in the Philippines, you
50,
can use
50,
Facebook.
50.
Yeah, the
Is
chat
that 50?
sim.
Yeah. Is there a network that can provide not only texting but you can browse Facebook only in the Philippines? Because it's the same thing, like it's internet connection or
Yeah, but the way this company works, they just have the texting available right now. They're coming out with the data. It's regular data serving too. Right now, this is only a trial run for the texting to see how good it is. There are about 120 countries that this chat sim's in, even Brazil, even South Africa, and all those countries. So it's really good system right now, but they're keep adding more services to it. So if I get a because I'm an authorized agent for this company, so once they add more service, I'll know exactly what's happening.
so how can you use the messenger on Facebook? Like, is there an application need to be downloaded,
The
like a
Facebook
separate
Messenger.
one?
No,
Or
no, just Facebook
the same
Messenger.
thing?
Yeah, just as soon as you put the SIM card in, it's gonna say roaming data. So you're only gonna have like only the Messenger application working. You can't go on the internet. You can't do anything.
you cannot post on Facebook.
Everything's
like
restricted to those. That's it.
that?
Yeah. So it's only for texting.
Texting Messenger on Facebook. Okay. An instance is that I have a child back home, and I, as a parent here, a mother here, would like to get that SIM card from you, send it back to my
Yeah.
son in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Even if they're in the remote area, they can do that.
As long as in Philippines it's Globe and Smart, it's fine. Those are the two companies they're
Oh,
partnered
Globe and
with.
Smart.
Yeah, so it should be. Good.
Okay, because I have hard times with when I had my Globe.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I wish I got this before you left back home. If you didn't, that would have been a perfect run for you to see if it's working. Then I would have been more confident. So I need to find somebody who's going now, like anytime this week or next week.
Oh, my ex-husband went home.
we could have given it to him.
Send it by
and-
mail.
Yeah, I'm gonna send that. I'm gonna send it by mail because I'm gonna be sending her him something.
Yeah. So we can try. We can have somebody to do a test run there and see how it is, right?
If you're a traveler, but if you'll stay home, if you have Wi-Fi, you don't need it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
but of course, if
in
you're
the
in the Philippines,
Philippines,
you need to
travel.
travel,
You
know.
can't because
Yeah.
hey, it's a good time to travel anywhere in the Philippines. So why not? So instead of buying the Globe here from the other from here,
Yeah.
and then sometimes there's a risk of you don't have it. You how do you ran out of it,
Yeah, run out of minutes.
and
yeah.
then you're in the middle of somewhere,
Yeah.
right? And there's no store.
The thing with chat sim, it's not necessary you can use it in anywhere across the world. You can use it anywhere, even if you're traveling in the car. If you want to text, you still have data, so you're not limited. So it's unlimited data.
As long as there is signal, internet
Yes,
signal,
yeah.
as long as there is Globe.
So
Well,
WhatsApp is only for texting too, right?
Yeah.
The WhatsApp is for texting too.
So this company with Telus is a stronger signal right now. Telus is in up north too, like up North Berry, and all those places like countryside. The signal is really good. There's no problem. I register a customer. He lives close to North Bay, and he's on the hill. And then I gave him raw chatter. He says it works amazing. So he confirmed chatter works amazing down there.
Oh,
So
okay.
Rogers and Fido are kind of expanding. So there's a lot of things happening.
Okay, so that's a lot of tips we have today. Is there anything else
Yeah,
you
there's
would
more.
like to
There's
know?
more to go.
There's more to go.
I don't know if I have enough time, but I'll just cover whatever I can cover that's important for today. And then, okay, so now everybody has a cell phone. And you got to be careful what applications you download. Because when you download an application, it's going to ask you for some permissions. It's going to ask you to access your contacts. It's going to ask you to access your camera. It's going to ask you to access your location. So if you're not aware of the application, just don't give those permissions. Sometimes when you give permissions to those applications, they're going to be either tracking you or seeing through your camera and recording everything that's happening on the phone. So you see your phone, you see application on Apple Store or Play Store, or you think is really good, but there's some spywares attached to it too. So you got to be careful.
Just like the flashlight application before.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So the flashlight application asks you for location, even though it's not supposed to. Asks you for your contacts, but it has nothing to do with that. So just to get to your information from your phone.
Okay, so we are very techie today.
Yes.
For 1 hour, we've been talking about techie, and we will be continuing until 5:10 today. So we'll be extended. So if you have questions right now, for our tech guy, okay, all about your phone,
techie, non-techie, any questions? Okay.
Any ticket questions? No personal questions. If you have that, call us for 647-955-8820, or if you have problems related to immigrations, employment, health, and anything about caregiving job, call us at 647-955-8820, or watch us live on Facebook. We still have 15 minutes to go before we okay, see, please proceed.
Okay. The not the last most tip, but the most important tip is downtime is always good. So a lot of people are, when they wake up, they're always on the phone, texting, calling, Facebooking. So you should have some downtime to yourself too, right? So if you don't have any downtime, texting, calling, it can affect your sleep, it can affect your concentration, and other things that you deserve, that you need focus to, right? So you need sleep, and your real friends would understand that, that there are times that you need to just turn off the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be on the phone 24/7.
I do.
So you need downtime.
There's no downtime. Like I get it vibrates in the middle of the night, and when I see a student calling me, I woke up in the middle of the night and answer the call. That's how bad I am. Anyways, don't do that again. Okay.
Yes.
Students outside Canada, if you're international, if you are from other parts of the world, please don't call me in the middle of the night. It wakes me up. It's not your fault. It's my fault.
Yeah.
Okay, because I keep my phone with me and it's open.
Unless it's super emergency.
Unless it's super emergency.
Yeah, no,
yes.
if it's emergency, your family is there, they're going to contact you regardless. They wake you up as whatever they need to.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're sleeping, put the phone away from you, because the radiation at nighttime can cause a lot of the brain cell damages too.
Oh, really? I put my laptop beside me, 2 laptops beside me, and I sleep with it.
You're in a big radiation zone, so yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm in a
That's
big
not-
radiation,
that's
so I have
that's-
to start
Yeah.
protecting myself.
So there's a next week actually I'm gonna bring up a topic for health and safety.
Health?
With cell phones and
Okay.
computers.
That's interesting. Health and safety
Yes,
for
yes.
cell phones to avoid
Cell phones and
radiation.
computers, yes.
Mm,
Because a lot of
exposure.
people, they have cell phones on their ears almost like 8 hours, 9 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
and they're more exposed to radiation than anybody else. So the
Mhm.
radiation is going right to your brain, and it's affecting your creative side, it's affecting your intelligence, it's affecting all that. And when
Mhm.
you're sleeping, you're supposed to have the phone like 10 feet away from your bed.
10 feet away?
Yes.
10 feet away. That's gonna be in my living room.
Well, if you want to avoid radiation, if you want to have a peaceful sleep, that's one of the tips for next week.
10 feet away. Okay, let's proceed to the to any. Okay, we still have time here right now. So anyone that would like to, Ryan, any questions, or do we still have more to talk about?
Yeah, I still have a little bit more. Just two more.
So we can still go on.
Yeah, this one is for parents actually. Since you guys have kids, you gotta be careful which application your kids are using, parental control. So like some applications they require a parent's guardian. Some applications require that the parents need permission. I had one customer, he got a Nintendo Switch, it's a new gaming system, and he was creating an account, but he was saying that since you're underage, you have to have a guardian creating your account. So the parent and guardian knows what you're going on, what site. So even with cell phones, you can lock them down to like kid mode. In some of the new phones, they have an option that says kids mode. So if you want to give it to your kids, you just turn that option on. So they can only go to like kids applications, Facebook, like
YouTube
all
Kids.
Yeah, related to kids.
So it can be filtered.
Yeah,
Okay.
because when you give it, say for example, your nephew asks you for your phone, you don't know what he's going to be going to. You
Yeah.
don't know what he's going to be seeing.
They call 911.
Yeah,
Sometimes
then you're in trouble.
they're in trouble.
So for caregivers who have kids and you're going to give them like iPads or iPods or phones, just try to lock them down as much as you can. Just prevent them from getting like not getting the proper information, right? They want to be educated with the proper information. They don't want to be given wrong information, the kids. They don't want to be learning something inappropriate, then later on you're going to realize that it was not.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
okay. So we just like to say hi to Liran. Hi, thank you, Lee, for joining us, and of course, Miss Annalyn Aryo. Just greet at Happy Victoria Day, Miss Lee, and to everyone. And of course, Modesta, Ate Modesta Puruganan, thank you for listening. Hi and hello. That's our PCI consultant, one of the most active PCI consultant. And again, Rosalie in Carcass. Good evening to you. And of course, Island Tweed from BC, Canada. Victoria, BC, Canada. Happy Victoria Day.
We have a lot of you listeners from BC. That's surprising.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, that's
mm-hmm.
surprising.
That's good. So I think it's we're okay to.
Right, one more last topic.
Oh, they still have more.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Since we're not getting any calls yet.
Okay.
So last one is most important. So whoever has a car, no texting while driving. That's
Oh, ouch.
worst and dangerous situation you can be in a high risk crash situation. Right? Some people, even though some people are expert drivers, but you never know, anything can happen. When you're texting and driving, you lose your concentration on two things.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when the weather is bad. When it's raining, you got to be really careful how you
Yeah.
drive. If you're texting and driving, okay, if you're calling
That's
and driving, because you're on Bluetooth or
You have
you're-
Bluetooth. I
that's
do
fine.
a lot of calling. I do a lot of meetings while driving.
That's fine, but
That's-
when you're
mhm.
texting with one hand and then driving, that's
No, I don't
that's not
text.
recommended.
It's dangerous.
And then now they have a law when you text and drive, they charge you, and then they also charge you the points too.
Distraction.
Distraction. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, in the Philippines, there is.
There
They
is?
have a new, like, there are HD cameras, like 200 plus cameras
Yeah.
in EDSA,
Yeah.
and they can zoom the camera even though you're,
Yeah.
under your legs,
Yeah.
your cell phone. They can see it. They can
Okay.
take a picture of it, and they'll charge you. It's a big penalty,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
4,000 to 10,000 penalty, up to 30,000, I think.
And there's a new law that came last year. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. So now the Toronto police, what they're doing, they're not going in their cars. They're going into TTC buses, and they're sitting beside the window and seeing all the cars go by, who's texting, who's not. So if they caught your car, they're gonna take the license plate. They're gonna radio the other car in front of you, another police car, to charge you for texting while driving.
Oh,
they're-
so the
yeah.
police are now in the buses.
Yes.
Do
They're
they have
thi-
they took pictures of you or what?
Yeah, they'll take a picture of you, and then they'll
Just a proof, right?
yeah they'll dispatch the other cop in front of you, like few places down.
Because
and
if you do, if they go on the plate number,
yes.
it could be your son, it could be your family, it could be
Yes.
right. So they have to take a picture, I guess.
Yeah, so what the police officer takes a picture or notes it down, and then he dispatches the other police officer saying this car's coming in, so just stop him because he's doing texting and driving.
Oh,
So that's
that's
all
very
the plate
dangerous.
number. They will take a picture of you.
Yeah,
using it.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't
Just
have
to
proof.
prove if who's that, right? But well, it is gonna stop anyways. They're gonna stop you anyway. They will identify you,
Yeah, exactly.
right there and then. You
So
don't
there's a
even-
lot of accidents caused by texting and driving. People
Mhm.
become careless. I mean, not careless, but they just lose focus and concentration. So
Mhm.
they just end up somewhere where they're not supposed to, right?
Yes, that's a lot of tech tips.
Yeah.
One is driving. One is don't sleep with your laptops and computer. The other one is share with care.
Yes.
Okay. What about are the other
The
rest?
parental control.
The parental control, you be careful. Okay, the caregiver especially if you are lending your laptops or your iPad or your tablets to your children or to the children that you're looking after.
Yeah.
Be very careful. You might have some video there that
You're not
it's
supposed to see.
nasty, and then they see it and then they told their moms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question. Is it really too late? Because you mentioned about the 10 feet, right?
Mhm.
Because for 15 years or more than like maybe 20 years, I've been on my cell phone like
Constantly.
I mean, yeah, constantly. Like no,
I mean, right
24
now-
hours.
I mean, right
Yeah.
now you can still make the changes. It's not like you're gonna die anytime soon. It's just to prevent it from getting your brain cells more damaged, right? The more you do it, the more when you get older, you're gonna start noticing you're gonna lose. a
So
lot
the
of memory.
safest is 8 feet. That is from my room to the living room
8
is
feet's
about
okay.
9 feet.
But
I have-
if you're tired of putting or walking, if you're already lying in bed,
Yeah.
turn off your phone.
Turn off
That's
your
it.
phone.
Oh, probably just turn off the phone.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
people understand. Like I said, we're humans. We're not robots.
Mm-hmm.
So we need downtime too. We're working all day, all night. So, I mean, if you're gonna be on the phone, what's the point of That's what's the point of sleeping then? Just keep working.
Don't go to bed.
How
Yeah.
about in airplane mode? Still the same?
No, airplane mode is okay because
It's okay
there's no
because it's
signal
cut,
transmission. Yeah.
It's cut.
What is signal transmission?
Like when,
Signal.
Yeah. So when you put on airplane mode, there's no signals coming in and going, so you're
Oh.
fine. There's
So
no
there's no
transfer-
radiation
There's no radiation.
going in and out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Even Wi-Fi signal is one. The cell phone signal. There's all radiation factors, right?
that's
Yeah.
that's technology.
Yes.
Well, we can't avoid that. Would there be a technology without radiation? would there be an invention like that?
Well, according to the future, I mean, there's nothing that's coming with the radiation. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen down 20 years.
20 years, yeah. They could
Yeah.
probably someone could just discover that, invent that there's a technology without radiation.
So it looks like we don't have any callers calling in for any questions.
Uh-huh.
We
That's okay.
That's fine.
That's okay right now. So yeah, we have enough tips today,
Yeah.
and thank you for that. And of course, again, I would just like to tell everyone, if you would like to go back to school locally and international, if you would like to come to Canada, become permanent residents, international student is one of your best and easiest way to come. Just like us on Facebook at Professional Career International FB page, or visit us at www.professionalcareerintl.com, or call me or message me in Facebook. We have a lot of students, successful students in Canada right now. Of course, Z.
Thank you, Pinoy Radio, and my name is Z Kasim from Easy Connect. Any technical questions, anything you want to help save money, do feel free to contact me 416-916-4400, or you can go to our website easy@connect.ca, and we'll be happy to answer any questions. Next week we'll have an open question answer session, so please have your questions ready, and there'll be one question per caller, so please have a question that you really want to get answered, and I'll be happy to answer your question.
All right, so it's time to go. And this is Judith Gonzalez from Pinoy Dreams of Pinoy Dreams, a live talk show that advocates, empowers, and of course, entertains. Thank you.
Thank you.
At sumainyo ang isa na namang pagtatanghal ng palatuntunang Pinoy Dreams. Hanggang sa susunod na Sabado, muli nating samahan si Judith Gonzalez.
Ito po si Judith Gonzalez ng Pinoy Dreams, a live talk show that advocates, empowers, and entertains.
Sa kaparehong oras at himpilan, PinoyRadio.com. Action Honda is back with another startling car deal for 2017. All for Civic, all for you. Here we go. Civic LX Coupe, Sedan, Hutch, all up to 60 months, all at zero down payment. Get the treatment you truly deserve. Action Honda's Car Spa. Service,